Controversy is brewing among West Feliciana officials as accusations of corruption are being hurled at the parish president. Certain members of the West Feliciana Port Commission say Kenny Havard and members of the parish council want them gone so they could have more power over business dealings. This all stems from what they say happened to get a $12 billion data center built in St. Francisville. The investigative unit's Best Casserly reports.
Michael, in August of 2023, the West Feliciana Port Commission voted to dissolve itself, but continued to exist since only state legislation can do away with it. The commission was created to regulate business on and along the river. The members who want to keep the commission say the move to get rid of it is political and potentially unethical.
Well, Steve, unfortunately, it looks like we won't have a quorum for the third meeting straight.
Last week, the West Feliciana Port Commission convened without a quorum for the fourth time since September. Despite not being able to have a formal meeting, the members who showed up stayed to discuss pressing matters like the commission's future.
And we don't need state representatives that are aligned with the people that are in this LLC to lobby to have our West Feliciana Port Commission abolished.
The bill proposed by State Representative Jeremy Lacombe would dissolve the West Feliciana Port Commission entirely and transfer all of its previous duties to the parish council.
We're not joining Greater Baton Rouge or any other port. We're dissolving our port, which then puts us out of the game nationally and internationally to compete for any other programs or dollars that could be coming to West Feliciana.
Lauren Field and 3 other members believe abolishing the commission is a big mistake.
If we don't have a port commission, there's no checks and balances in our parish government. There's no oversight. It is just whatever parish president and parish council does.
Field says giving more power to the parish president and council is a problem. The reason why? It involves this $12 billion data center.
It's going to be a game changer for this area, for this whole region.
In December 2024, Parish President Kenny Havard announced tech company Hut 8 chose St. Francisville for its next project, which is expected to create thousands of jobs, a huge get for the parish. That's not the problem. It's how it happened that the commissioners have an issue with.
We believe that there have been some nefarious activities associated with the land transaction associated with the data center that's coming here.
The land that was sold to Hut 8 used to be parish property. Part of it had been designated to become an industrial park by the previous parish administration. In 2022, Parish President Kenny Havard added more property as surplus, and the parish council agreed to sell 107 acres by the old paper mill for $500,000 to a company called MV Industrial in October 2023. MV then bought up adjacent property and all in one day sold the land as a bundle to Hut 8 for an undisclosed amount of money.
The numbers that are rumbling around that the 107 acres could have, and I don't want to be quoted on this, could have possibly been sold for upwards of $12 million. Instead, the second time. So the MV Industries bought it for $500,000. If that's the case, and it'll probably take a subpoena to flesh that out, but if that's the case, then West Feliciana Parish has been defrauded of $11.5 million.
A lot of roads could have been fixed
by the parish president and his allies. That's not acceptable.
He didn't name the business, but he knew about the business coming.
The members are alleging that Havard knew about Hut 8's interest in the property before he asked the parish council to sell it.
A lot of money coming through.
Here he is at the October 9th, 2023 council meeting, teasing something big on the horizon.
And I'll talk a little bit about, I made mention the other night at a forum about a particular project that we may have. I can't say a whole lot about it just because of economic development, the ways these projects work. We have sold some of the property down at the going into the paper mill.
About 2 weeks later, the property sold to MV. I spoke to Kenny Havard on the phone, who says that he knew that the property had potential for big developments, but did not know about Hut 8 specifically before it sold to MV Industries. I then asked if he knew about that potential, why he agreed to only sell it for $500,000, to which he responded he would have given the property away for free because of the potential millions of dollars of tax revenue the plant is expected to generate. Havard denies that he made any money off this deal, but agrees that the Port Commission needs to be done away with.
It's hard to understand how the parish president can sell the 107 acres to an individual.
Saying in the last 20 years, they've accomplished nothing.
So I don't understand why anyone in a leadership position would want to undercut or undersell a valuable asset for the citizens of West Feliciana. Boggles.
Business filings for MV Industrial say that Cedars Management Company is a member. That LLC is registered to the president of the Port Commission, Andrew Grezaffi. Grezaffi declined to comment for our story, but Havard told me he joined MV after the sale of the land. For the investigative unit, Bess Casserly, WBRZ News 2.